Hello my friend, welcome to my channel. Today I've got Sweet and Sour Lacquer White Silk and Maniology M052 and StraightUpBlack, as well as Nicole Diary ND111 stamping plate. Now I've already gotten started with Nailtique's Formula 2 as a base coat, and then I did the Anchor and Heart Iron Anchor base also. But here's the Sweet and Sour White Silk. It's a beautiful white cream. We're just going to hop on in here. I love the brush on this thing. I'm telling you. This is one of my favorite brushes. It's a paddle brush, but it's not too fat. I'm able to use it even on that little pinky nail over there. I'm going to cap my free edge here. And then we're going to go in for a second coat. And get this one all ready for some play-in. I'm going to top it with INM out the door and get this to dry down. I've got a lot of play-in to do today. We're going to be like stamp crazy up in this mani cave today. It's serious. I mean, like it's a longer video because I'm going crazy with it. Alright, we gotta let that dry. There's my swatch photo of white silk, Maniology M052, the French tip plate, and Maniology StraightUpBlack. Got out my Uber Chic scraper and my Maniology stamper. I will end up changing my scraper for this particular one. I love this scraper, but for this I was just on the struggle bus, so we'll save that one for another time. Picked up my image. Now I'm going to get the excess off of the stamper with a little piece of tape. A lot of people use a lint roller, and I'm envious because I just cannot do that. I end up messing it up every time. So I just stick with a little piece of tape. And then I'm going to use this one on the middle nail. I'm skipping a nail here because they're kind of done by sizes, not that it really matters. Got a little bit missing, so I'm going to use some of the excess on the left on the stamper. Fill that in. Alright, and then we're headed to the next nail. Changed out to my Maniology scraper. As you guys know, I have some issues. And with the scrapers, a lot of time it's about your pressure. And I think for this particular plate, I was just being way too hard on it. So I just went back to what I know for now. There we go. We're going to French tip that one. And to be quite honest, got some patchwork done there too. I could have totally worn this just like this. Just this black and white French tip. I'm telling you. In fact, that's really what it was just going to start off being. But no. Your friend here, Tina, is just a little bit extra. She got to have the extra. So, okay. Gonna get into that here in a little bit. We've still got this French tipping to do, and I'm showing all of this because this was going to be the manicure, just straight up. This was going to be it, and I've got quite a bit missing on that one. Gonna tap in, and it works out perfect using that excess. And then there was a little bit there, so I just grabbed the brush and tapped in a little bit on that one spot. But I am gonna go over these twice, which is part of what's making this video so long. Is I'm going to stamp the French tip part twice just because I wanted it to be really opaque and very sharp. And I had one nail, and I believe it's the ring fingernail, that was kind of wonky looking, just kind of wobbly looking. I don't know how I did that, but I'm just going to go stamp over it some more so that it'll be okay. Alright, going to clean this off with some acetone. Try to get it cleaned off there, girl. And I'm not cleaning it up perfectly because, like I said, I'm going in a second time. Going to use the double French tip. Actually, I'm not doubling it. It's not going to be a double line. It's just I'm making it more opaque. And I was also hoping that this would help me line up better since there was already a line on the nail, and I think it worked pretty good. And that's me tapping into some empty spot. Now I've got a little like tag sticking up on this one, and I just can't take that. And since I have top coat on, the white nail, I'm just going to kind of try to clean that up just a little bit with some acetone. I think we got it. I think we're good. All right. Next nail. Let's get on into it. And I love this plate. This was, I've tried to do French tip manicures all sorts of ways, using like the decals or the, you know, the little tapes that you put on, and then I just could never get it. And freehanding, are you kidding me? That one should have gone on the middle nail, but it's okay. My nails aren't so wide, so we can handle that. And I've never been good at doing a French tip manicure, so this plate really excited me. And I know the more I play with it, the better I'll get, as with all things nails and nail art. But we'll see. We'll see. I'll keep trying to remember to pull it out every once in a while and play with it. Oh, I didn't mess up on the last one. Look, I thought I did. Nope, I did do the middle nail, and now the pointer. And now we're going to go for that ring fingernail. And this did make it a little bit longer, showing the doubleness of it. But, you know, I just felt like maybe I needed to share all of it, especially since I thought that this was going to be it for the video. I didn't know it was going to get crazy and keep going, but here we are. We're going to have a 13-minute video here. I'm loving the look of this, though. Like I said, totally could have wore it like this. I'd have been so happy with it. Down to the last one. And then we'll get into something a little more fun, I suppose. Well, if you call cleanup fun. I like cleanup. I like making it look clean. All tidied up and everything. There we go. Alright, got to clean up our mess first. Gotta get this stamping mat clean. And you guys know, black stamping polish is like really wicked cleaning it up. Especially since I didn't put any like lotion or oil or anything on my hands. So my skin's like really dry. So it's going to be real fun to get this off my skin. It's because I already knew what I wanted to do with this manicure, and I got kind of carried away and just jumped right on in. Got to get another cotton ball out. There's some of those extra jumbo cotton balls. They used to be all I ever bought, but now I'm kind of rethinking it because I had to buy a bag of the smaller ones, and I've kind of been enjoying them. So we'll see. We'll see what I stick with. Alright, now I'm going to wipe that plate down with some alcohol, make it all shiny and pretty, and put it away. And we're going to go in with a little piece of tape and get some of this black stamping polish off of my skin. Most of it came up pretty well. I did have a couple of problem areas. And now we're going in with the acetone and the cleanup brush. Alright, got to get under there a little bit. Kind of got a mess going on. Not too terrible though. Alright, we're going to top this with the Maniology Smudge Free Top Coat so that we don't smear it. Too bad. And you see I can't just go over it once. Now I got to keep messing with it. And then now for the final, not top coat, from Out the Door from I&M. Alright, so I really liked it like that. I thought it was very pretty. But then I mattified it with the Anchor and Heart Sea Glass Fairy Slipper Matte Top Coat. And I really liked it mattified too. And then we're going to break out this Nicole Diary ND111 stamping plate. Had to get that blue film off of it and clean it with some acetone and alcohol. And now we're going to hop on in here and get our image. See, it's the ND111. And of course, Maniology, Straight Up Black again. I'm going to hop on in there with it. Got my cube stamper back out and a little bitty scraper. And we're just going to use this image on all the nails. And I really liked it. I'm still wearing it. I loved wearing it. Clean that stamper off over on the lint roller. and get some of that excess up with a piece of tape. So this is like one of those manicures that just kept morphing. But I just kept playing is what it was. I wasn't ready to go in. I didn't care that the street lights were on. I was still playing. So we're going to just continue with that. Does anybody remember that? Did y'all ever have that rule? You better be in the yard when the street lights came on. Yeah, that was kind of the rule when I was the kid. I didn't have that rule for my kids. Of course, we don't have street lights in front of our house, so it's all good. All right. Bebopping along here. We got just about 3 more of them to do. And then we'll carry on to the next stage. But I really like this. I thought it was fun. You guys know I like the swirly twirlies. So to do these kind of like more geometric looking and throw it in with a French manicure, I thought that was kind of outside of my comfort zone. I was really proud of myself for jumping out there and doing something like that. And I didn't think about putting swirly twirlies on this one, because I did. But I ran across the stamping plate before I got there, and I just decided, hey, let's just do it. Let's just try. All right, one more for the pinky nail. Then we'll have them all jazzed up. And I didn't center these just perfectly. I'm not claiming that. I'm just showing y'all what I did. This is what I actually wore. I put it on my nails and I wore it. So for real DIY manicure right here. Gonna clean that plate off and the little mat with some acetone. Yep. All right. I'll wipe it down with some alcohol. And then I'm going to hop in real quick with some tape. Get that excess off my skin again. I know you've already seen this step before earlier. But we're doing it again because we did more. And we're going to clean up with some acetone. Get it all tidied up. A lot of people use nail polish for this. Nail polish remover for this step. But I use acetone because it's faster. And I figured since I use the tape, I can kind of get away with it because I'm not soaking them in acetone or anything. I'm just swiping real quick. And I'm telling y'all that black stamping polish is, and it's not just this brand, it's all brands of black polish. It's just tough to get off the skin. But we're going to try to do the best we can. I like doing it right here before I do my top coating. And then we're going to top these with the smudge-free top coat. Yep, again. Mine's getting a little stringy, getting down to the end of the bottle. And then we're going to top this with I&M out the door again. And this will be the end of it. This is what I wore. I did enjoy it. Alright, here is my swatch photo. I do hope you enjoyed this one. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.